Tonight we are in Lancaster, Ohio at the Fairfield County Infirmary.
If you were destitute, had some type of mental health problem, physical ailment, anything that you can think of, they would stick you inside of this building. Dr. 𝐓𝐄𝐒𝐈𝐂 was a doctor for Ohio, and he came down here to try and take 2 bodies out of here. That was during the time of Superintendent Hummel's reign, and they like to say that Hummel wasn't a good superintendent. Third door down from the jail cell is 315. That is where she saw the shadow peek around from.
What the fuck was that, dude?
Jane Householder was one of our residents here. She was the one that everybody knows that caught on fire inside of the building.
Fuck. God, Jesus, fuck that. Fuck that room. Fuck that room.
Is it the doll room?
Something pushed me the fuck out of there, dude.
Yeah, I just got a fucking gut punch when he did that. Now it's time for us to split up.
What's behind this door behind?
Alright, so I'm gonna go lights out.
Started hearing your voice.
Wait, what?
The building was built in 1828. It was the county poor farm from 1828 until 1985. If you were destitute, you had some type of mental health problem, physical ailment, anything that you can think of that they could put you in here for, they would stick you inside of this building. We've known history that we've found where women were stuck in here for just having miscarriages. We also have found history where women were put in here for menopause. So anything in those days that they thought were weird, they were housed inside of this building. We're down on the first floor though. The first floor was mostly administration, but as you guys are walking around, also remember that after 1985, this building was used as a county health departments, along with Big Brother, Big Sister, Children's Services, Emergency Management System. They were housed inside of this building from 1986 until 2013 as their offices. But we're gonna head down to the morgue and get to the nitty gritty.
Oh yeah. It's really cold.
But this is the morgue. What I'm sitting on are what they use to clean the bodies. They also, at one point in time, would have cleaned their food inside of these. At one point in time, they would have held food and bodies inside of the coolers that you guys see right here. Back behind that's where the autopsies used to be. There was formaldehyde poisoning that happened in 1926 due to the fact that we have a natural spring that runs right underneath the bottom of this building. The body cleaning would get sopped into that and it would go down into the creek. The creek was the town's water source back then. So this was used as a doctor's office during the time of the poor farm. Dr. 𝐓𝐄𝐒𝐈𝐂 was a doctor for Ohio. He's actually out of the School of Medicine, and he came down here to try and take 2 bodies out of here. The first one was a guy by the name of James Hanna, who had died from consumption, and the main reason why they were doing that was because in 1880, state legislation had passed saying anybody who died inside of a county poor farm could be used as legal dissecting material. They were trying to find the cure to what we know now as tuberculosis. And so he tried to take James Hanna's body. James was, his body was stopped from being taken out by the superintendent. The superintendent stated, I have to let his family know before we can do that. After that, he came back. James's family was picking him up. A man by the name of Henry Abel had died. Henry was jammed into an 𝐅𝐻𝐿 coffee box by Dr. 𝐓𝐄𝐒𝐈𝐂, taken to the local train station, and when the body started to stink, he was taken into custody by police. Body was brought back here. The mayor of Lancaster, though, stated he did nothing wrong per state legislation. Let him go. A little bit of paranormal stuff that happens, specifically in this room and in the hallway. People have seen an apparition of a woman. This was kind of used as a superintendent's office. We do get some decent activity in here. We've had twist mag flashlights, like all 3 at once, turn on down here. But the main reason why I always stop people is that white house that's on the property. That white house was used as a superintendent's house from 1920 until 1985. There are 2 confirmed deaths inside of the house of superintendents. One of them was Superintendent Hummel, the older Hummel, not the younger, because the younger Hummel, which was his son and Mr. Hummel's wife, took over as superintendent after he had died from an illness. The second death was in 1984, and that was the last superintendent of the property. He actually unalived himself in the house, specifically in one of the offices inside of the house. So this was used as a funeral parlor, and it wasn't just a funeral parlor for the people who lived here inside of this building. It was also used as a funeral parlor for the county. So if you didn't want to have funerals in your homes back in those days prior to funeral homes being built, you could actually rent this space out, but it was immediate family only that was allowed to come. It couldn't be something big like we do nowadays with viewings. Now, in 1927, there was an article from the Lancaster Eagle-Gazette that stated that the people who lived here were poor, pathetic figures who no longer had a connection with the outside world. But they did ice cream socials for the people who lived in the building. They did big band music for the people who lived in the building. They also did Christmases for the kids that lived here. So if they're doing those things, how are they not connected to the outside world? So back then, that was during the time of Superintendent Hummel's reign, and they like to say that Hummel wasn't a good superintendent, but there's also been controversy out lately that people have seen paperwork stating that residents were saying Hummel was a great superintendent. Why are you trying to take him out of our building? So there's a lot of big different controversies, but all paperwork we have seen has stated that there was some type of abuse, and that's the reason why there was allegations of it, and that's why he got checked out by county officials and city officials on what's going on inside the building. There are estimated 1,200 bodies buried in the cemetery outside, but in 2018 there was ground penetrating radar done outside of the cemetery, and it was actually found that 1,600 other anomalies are also on this property as well.
Damn.
Not only that, we are the only place I know in the United States that the dead is buried standing straight up. So all of our dead is buried standing straight up to save space. Now that we've talked about the death and the decay, let's upstairs and talk about the little kids.
Cool. Marcus's favorite.
Our children are our favorite inside of this building. We have lots of dolls. We actually talk to them more than we talk to the adults half the time.
Whoa.
To them more than we talk to the adults half the time.
Whoa. Did you guys hear that?
No.
No?
No.
There was a loud... Did you hear that?
No.
There was a loud slam.
No, I didn't hear it.
No, you didn't? Dude, no, I swear it sounded like a door slamming. Like, and I don't... These guys can attest. I don't freak out over nothing. Like, that's cool.
They wanted to get your attention.
That's cool. I'm here for it. 'Cause normally when we're on the tools, I mean, on the tours, you've seen me. Like, I'm cool, calm, collective, but I never get jumpy over nothing. Oh, Marcus, how do you feel about...
Nope.
So, for all intensive purposes, this room, the 2 rooms across the hall, and the 3 rooms up above us were used as day rooms for the ladies to spend their afternoons chatting. But since we know men and women were not allowed to talk to each other, we don't know if the little kids were allowed to. We don't know if they separated the little boys and little girls. So we gave the little girls their own play space. And the room directly above us, and I'll show you guys in a little bit, was the little boys' play space that we gave them. Most of the time, though, the kids are heard up there. We've had cat balls go off in here, other trigger objects like REM pods, music boxes. Toys have moved, especially upstairs. We had a car get pushed off the desk that's upstairs. Main reason why I stop in the day rooms, besides the fact to let people see our collective of dolls, is that Jane Householder was one of our residents here. She was the one that everybody knows that caught on fire inside of the building. So what happened was she was sick, She told the nurses that she wanted to go to the day room, but they said, no, we want you to stay away from everybody. She went to the day room anyway. She went to mess with the fire, and it kicked back on her dress. Back in the 1920s, dresses were very flammable. It was a complete accident, but it engulfed her into flames completely. Once they put her out, though, they found that her entire body was charred, the dress was gone, and it actually took her 9 hours before she died here inside the building. Each side would have had a jail cell, because they had a list of 10 rules they had to follow. But this would have been the women's side of the building. We're gonna actually go into the women's jail cell. You guys got some more dollars.
Someone didn't do too good at gambling with 62 cents.
Somebody was eating the candy too.
A lot of offerings here.
Yep. So it started off with just a few like pennies and stuff, and it's kind of grown to this. Pretty much anybody has anything in their pocket, they use it as an offering. That's why you'll see like feminine products and stuff, lip balm, even people that have had Polaroid cameras on them, they've actually left their Polaroids of themselves. This was used as the women's jail cell. A few of the rules they had to follow: no profane language, no intoxicating liquors of any kind, you're required to be cleanly, men and women could not talk to each other, men and women were not allowed on each other's sides, and they also were required to work, whether it be taking care of somebody here in the building who could not take care of themselves, or taking care of the farm outside. That's just a few of the rules. The 10th rule, that's just a few of the rules. The 10th rule, few of the rules. The 10th rule, few of the rules. The 10th rule pretty much stated if you didn't follow any of the above stated rules, you were stuck inside of this jail cell or the dungeon upstairs. In here, personally, people have caught shadow figures. People have had cat balls go off, water bottles have been knocked off this table. A twist mag flashlight was thrown off of the dumbbell waiter ledge over there. Destination Fear caught this door opening not once but twice. This entire 3rd floor though is big on shadow figures. I was actually in here on Tuesday night with Tuesday's group, and they actually watched one of the female spirits peek out from the door to see what we were doing and go right back into the door. The girl who was looking down the hall, because I had my back to the hall, I watched her face like change, and I said, "Did you just see something behind me?" And she's like, "Yeah." And it was in room 315, wasn't it? And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cool."
Room 315?
Yeah, I'll show you guys.
Well, guess what?
Yeah?
Our hotel room tonight was 315.
That's hilarious. So yeah.
That's a cool little synchronicity.
315, it's this room. So second door down, third door down from the jail cell is 315. That is where she saw the shadow peek around from. Now, we have a spirit who we've communicated with in this room. She goes by Rena. That's how she talks like with us, is she tells us her name is Rena. I like her so much that I actually bought that rocking chair for her.
No kidding.
Yep. So, she usually likes to wonder and watch to see what people are doing. She also likes to have a tendency of following me around when I'm in here giving tours, because people have actually seen a woman follow me around, and I'm like, I'm so used to them now following me around and like the noises they make, I sometimes tune it out when I'm giving my tours.
Oh, snap.
So this is our little boys' playroom. Adam him and his son actually bought this fort for them, and they actually set it up for him right before our convention this past year. A shadow has been caught on camera in here as well. So this lady was taking pictures. It was during one of our public events. She was standing right here, she had a laser grid going this way, and she snapped a picture of the laser grid because her husband was over here beside the bed, and she was trying to snap pictures of him. And in that picture, you actually see the shadow, and you can see the lasers going in the shadow. And you can actually see where his throat would have been, where there was a portion missing of his throat. And it reminded me of one of the stories that we have found, where one of our residents here inside the building was actually found with a 2 to 2.5 inch slit in his throat. Up here, you'll be able to tell when you hear stuff because of the hardwood floors. I've had something run up on me out of this hallway. This hallway was used for people who were transient and just passing through town to be able to stay. But if they did stay, they had to work for their stay, whether the superintendent needed them to do something or they just went out and helped on the farm. Up above me is where the superintendent and the matron of the house would sit to make sure everybody was doing their jobs outside. Down here, this is the orphanage. This is where from 1848 to 1868, they used this as an orphanage for kids. After that, it became known as the place to keep mental health patients who were extremely violent, out of sight, out of mind, when county officials would come into the building to check the building. And they would lock them up here, and then when the officials would leave, they'd let them back out. The dungeon it has its moments. Now the hooks are all original to the building, the ones that you still see in the wall. The chains are stuff that we put up because we know that the residents were chained up here. We know of at least one person for sure that died on the wall. He was actually found frozen to death up here. And then not far from him, a couple rows down, there was actually a guy who was found with maggots in his leg. That's actually what ended Superintendent Hummel's reign. Now, this was the son of the actual superintendent first, like the first Superintendent Hummel. His name was Levi Hummel, and he was found to not take care adequately of his residents. Last thing I want to say is that this wall would not have been here originally. There's actually a stairwell behind this wall. When the health department came in here, they actually added this in as a fire security feature, that if a fire broke out in the stairwell, it would keep it in the stairwell and not go to the next floors. There's actually more hooks on the other side of this wall if you go look at it. They're actually perfectly intact. There's actually some more on the other side of this wall too. If you guys walk around the corner and stuff, you'll see them up on the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's 3. Yeah.
Yep. And then there's 2 more inside the stairwell. Now, essentially, the residents that were chained up here could actually be heard screaming all the way downstairs at one point in time because this wall was not here.
After the tour, we hang out with patients for a little while longer up in the dungeon, talking about our different experiences and stories, thinking about all of the tales that she had told us. And as we're leaving, I saw something out of the corner of my eye.
Now, we've had moments where they've said chapel.
Okay.
Now, we do know there were other buildings on the property because, like I said, it was 140 acres originally, but we don't know where some of those buildings were. We're still trying to find those paperwork.
What's with the spray paint? Sorry.
The health department did this. So when the health department was here, this was used as storage.
Okay.
So the health department, as you can see, HD, health department, WIC would have been for
Gotcha.
WIC.
Yeah.
Yep. They never would come up here unless they absolutely had to. What?
Yeah, I don't know. This building, I feel like is going to be super active tonight. Yeah, man. And like, I'm really hoping I capture that on camera, because that was fucking weird, dude. And like, normally everyone else sees things before I do. Normally I'm the I don't know.
Sometimes they pick a person.
I fucking knew you were going to say that. I fucking knew you were going to say that. And I was like, tonight it's going to be me because I've been thinking about this place. After hearing about the tragic events that took place here at Fairfield County Infirmary, are we going to be able to communicate with the lives that have passed on and hear their stories? We've already been experiencing some unexplained activity. Get ready, because this is one of the most active locations that we've ever been to. So it's time to start the night investigation. Tonight we are in Lancaster, Ohio at the Fairfield County Infirmary. We are super excited. We had a tour earlier and now we are about to start our investigation. A lot of spooky things, saw some weird shadows earlier. We have a couple of static cameras running, but right now we are going to go down into the basement and we're going to do some experiments down there. So tonight we have a new device. I want to give a shout out to Tesman. This is not a sponsored video, but they did send us their new EMF detector. It is the Hound 200. Super excited to use it on this investigation. It's an EMF reader that also has XYZ axis. It has an electric sensor, a radio wave sensor, and an EMF sensor. So super excited to use this. Thanks Tesman for sending this to us. We're gonna have a link for this in our description if you guys wanna go pick one up for yourself. It's super cool. So we're gonna set this right over here. We're gonna see if any kind of electromagnetic spikes happen. First off, I wanna introduce myself. If anyone is here with us this evening, my name is Danny.
I'm Marcus.
I'm Zach.
And tonight we are here to just learn about you, hear your story. We have a couple of different devices. If you are somewhere else in this building, maybe you're on a different floor, we have some other devices here so that you can interact with. They'll light up, they'll make noises, and if you want to speak into any of our camera's microphones, that would also be awesome. So right now we're going to start off by doing a honeytone session, see if anything comes through.
How many of you are here? How many of you are here? What is this place? Can you tell us where we are? Can you tell us who is in charge?
Hummel, dude, I swear that said Hummel. That was loud.
Who's Hummel?
Hummel, dude, I swear that said Hummel.
Who are we speaking with? that last one was clear.
Oh yeah, dude, that was loud.
I think maybe Mr. Hummel is in a bit of a state of denial.
Yeah, of Adam taking over.
Well, I mean, he was also sort of forced out too.
Oh, true. Yeah. If anyone's here with us, I'm going to make a knock. Can you finish the knock for me, please? I'm gonna run just regular old ghosting, dude. To who anyone is with us, I just put down a new device here. If you walk up to it, speak into it, or put some energy into it, it will say words. I'm sure you have seen this device before, used around here, or maybe something similar. If you walk up to it, say your name.
Well, we know, they're not really sure what all rooms were what. Even the room we're standing in, they're not totally sure this was what they're presenting the room to be. So I'm sure you all probably know this building a lot better than anybody walking through it today would know it. Does it maybe upset you that some of the rooms are misused or misrepresented? This was your home, after all. I would feel a little upset if someone came in and started telling my home's story a little bit differently than it should be told. Maybe there's something you would like to tell us to set a record straight, or help us figure this place out a little bit more.
Not really feeling anything down here. Like, yeah, we got some stuff on the portal, but not really seeing, or, getting much, like, baseline readings on the EMF meter, no hits on mel meter. I think maybe we should go up to the women's jail. Check that out. Alright guys, so I'm going to set up the mel meter up here, see if we can get any type of interaction, and I'm going to also have our new device from Tasman as well. Let's just stand down here, see if anything can happen. Marcus, why don't you stay there, since you're wide and Zach from over there. Hello, not sure if we got to introduce ourselves earlier. My name is Danny, and I'm here with my friends Marcus and Zach. We brought some devices for you to interact with. We have a couple of balls here on the floor, as well as a couple of devices with green lights. If you walk up to them, put enough of your energy.
That couldn't have been from the vibration of the floor, could it?
We weren't moving.
It's true.
I mean, we're...
Did it also turn off? No.
No. As well as a couple of devices with green lights. If you walk up to them, put enough of your energy. As well as a couple of devices with green lights. If you walk up to them, put enough of your energy. as well as a couple of devices with green lights. If you walk up to them, put enough of your energy. If something just pushed that over, like,
Let's see here. Let's see. All right, so something pushed that over.
that was cool, dude.
On command too. You were like, yeah, walk up to that box.
Yeah, I literally said walk up to it. If you could walk up to that green light and do that again, that would be really cool. I think that's the first time ever we've captured like a poltergeist.
Object manipulation.
Yeah. That was sick.
That was neat. Who did that? You're not in trouble. Just curious.
Yeah, that type of stuff, that type of interaction really excites us. So if you could walk up and the device over here with the orange light, if you walk up and you touch that antenna, that silver thing.
Danny. That's right out in front of room 315 too.
Dude! Literally on the tour earlier, patients told us that room 315, there was like a bunch of activity happening within that room. Dude, that is weird. Dude, that's nuts. Dude. Is someone from the women's side here, could you walk over to the device with the orange light and just walk up and touch that antenna? We would really love it if one of you, whoever is here, could knock on something, possibly open up that door at the end of the hallway, that jail cell door. Can you make a sound? What the fuck was that, dude?
That was loud.
That was a slam, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We all heard that. What the fuck was that, dude? Let's leave these devices running. Let's just go ahead and check that out real quick.
Investigation.
Hello? Where did it sound like it come from? It wasn't down here.
I was thinking maybe downstairs.
That's what I was thinking.
This could have been one. Could it have been one of those bathroom stall doors? Did it sound loud enough?
It could have been.
I mean, that's right there.
I don't think.
They were all open though.
No, because they were open like that. We just heard a loud slam come from downstairs somewhere. Maybe down here. Because I felt like it was like down this side.
See, I thought down that way. Because down that way is where we just were. And it sounded like it came back from behind us, which would be down this direction.
Who made that slamming sound?
Hey, you guys lock the door coming back up?
Zach did. Let's go down here. I mean, this is right near home base, too. See anything that I don't see anything that would have. There's like no doors because all these were closed. Let's try down this other hallway, see if there's anything. And dude, I heard a slamming noise earlier when we were taking on the tour, you know? It's really cold. Like, especially like right through here.
It'd be back through here?
Hello? Tube there. You look down that way, I'll look down this way. Well, this is just a couple of rooms, dude. There's nothing here. Anything?
Not that I can really tell. Fuck. God, Jesus, fuck that room. Fuck that room.
Is it the doll room?
Something pushed me the fuck out of there, dude.
What?
Icy cold. Icy cold, dude. I walked in there and it said, get out.
Hold on.
Oh. No, I couldn't walk in, dude. I physically couldn't walk in.
Oh, fuck. This is...
God.
Yeah, a room full of dolls is not
my favorite place to be.
Yeah, no. Well, while we're here, I don't have any device on me except GhostTube, so let's try GhostTube. I'm pretty sure that just said cry. Is someone in this room?
Heartbreak? Heard breaking. No, that's not. See, that's not okay. That's not. I don't like that. Thanks, but
Didn't patients say earlier that they like through spirit box and stuff they would hear like children laughing?
yeah.
So these were the day rooms, right?
And in one of these rooms, One of these rooms is where that girl caught on fire.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was a dark voice. Who are you?
What was the name of the woman? What was the name of the woman who passed away by her dress catching fire? You notice how it pulled us away from the women's jail? And then, dude, remember earlier when we were trying to shoot B-roll, we couldn't find this room?
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Like, we do not have any B-roll of this room. And we couldn't find it. But that slamming noise drew us out, and then it led us here. Like, why couldn't we find this room earlier?
I don't like that the nuns' shoes are dirty.
Can you tell us your name? I'm Danny. That's Marcus and Zach. We heard that you like to play in this room. Would you like to make a knocking sound? I'm gonna do a knock. I'm gonna do a knock. Can you finish this knock? We're only here to learn about you. Can you make that knock? Can you finish that knock? How's your evening? How's your evening going? Bro,
That was big.
that sounded like something moved, like right above us.
That was big.
Bro,
That was big.
that sounded like something moved, like right above us.
That was big.
There's a lot of shit happening tonight.
Can you tell us where we are? Can you tell us where you think you are?
Our people are...
I say, yeah.
Your people are what?
So someone told us earlier that the graveyard behind this building may be the only place in the country they know of where you were laid to rest vertically rather than horizontally. That doesn't sound like a very peaceful way to honor the dead. That would upset me personally, never being allowed to actually lay down for rest.
Few of us coming. I think I heard that.
Or was it about to say covenant?
I heard like coven.
Oh, yeah.
Or coven, yeah. Was like. Does that upset you that either you or someone you know was put in a slot in the ground? Put in a slot in the ground? This couldn't have been a very fun place to be. I can only imagine adding that insult to injury. You're never allowed to actually relax, enjoy life, and...
Something I was, or it was, or...
Whose?
That's new.
Never heard that.
No. That's different.
Are we a comforting...
The door?
Are we a comforting energy for you? You're very talkative in here, but we can't really make out what you're saying.
Could also be because they're kids.
Could be.
Maybe they don't know what they're trying to say. Whoa. That was different too. We should go like what's right above us to the other day room.
Let's look out. What's outside? Maybe we can get an idea by looking out the window.
Just that giant tree.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, because we're facing the road. The giant tree's to our left. So if we go...
We're also facing the...
the superintendent.
Yeah.
So I say let's go to the floor above us. Like, let's go up the stairs. We'll go down this hallway. We'll go to this exact room and see if anything upstairs is like moved. We make our way upstairs to the women's jail floor to pick up the Tesman Hound 200 EMF detector and make our way to the other day room to try to find the source of the dragging noise we just heard moments ago. Oh, dude, yeah, this is the other day room, the one with the plane house.
Are you?
Oh, a lot of stuff could have moved in here.
Yep. It was up here.
Yeah, but what could have moved?
Were these shoes like this? And some of these pieces are knocked over.
You put off anything? No.
Let's see what this sounds like if you nudge it.
Takes a lot of effort to nudge.
It was heavier than that. No, that's also
No, it felt like
very
something
heavy.
was like dragged almost.
Either that or someone like nudged into something hard.
And I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, the baseline reading in here is 1. So it definitely wasn't anything in this room.
This
No.
is pushed up against the wall. So it wasn't, and it did.
Is there any place in here that's not carpeted? No, that wasn't it. Let's go find a different...
Maybe one room over, maybe?
Maybe. But, like, all of this is carpeted. Like, literally everything is carpeted. I'm gonna take a Polaroid. Alright, I'm gonna do something. I have a camera here. I'm gonna take your picture. If you want your picture taken, you wanna come forward, I will take your photo for you. So I'm gonna count down, and then if you wanna step right here in the middle, I'll take your photo.
I heard
3,
a big thump back there.
2, 1.
I heard a big thump back that direction.
You did?
It was like a... But it sounded like low, if that makes any sense.
You know what I haven't done yet? Check to see if the full spectrum's still running. Because the light's on.
Fucking cat ball. Was that scrunchy there?
Yes.
No way! No!
It's not?
No, dude, this should still be running, dude. Full battery. 220 minutes left. This thing should have ran forever, bro. Like, this always happens to this camera.
It does.
There's still 225 minutes left. Like, dude, it always happens. There's no time limit on that camera. So that means the first 20 minutes, like the last, 45 plus minutes, we have nothing
Yeah,
from
nothing
inside.
from in here.
Now that this camera's back on, let's go to the dungeon. We head upstairs to the dungeon where I attempt to take a Polaroid, but unfortunately I had used the last of the cartridge and I didn't realize it. So I have to wait and get one from the gear room later. Marcus tries to engage in communication at the end of the room, but nothing seems to want to come through. However, down in the women's jail cell, our full spectrum camera mysteriously shuts off. After about 10 minutes of trying to communicate, we decide that we need to move to the area of the dungeon where residents were chained up for poor behavior. If anyone's up here with us, I know that this might have been a terrible place for you. This was obviously punishment, and that's a horrible thing. I'm sorry that you had to spend punishment up here for probably something that's, menial or minuscule today. If you are here with us, I know that these chains aren't original, but could you touch one of the chains?
Does this sound? Does it do anything to you? Does it upset you? Does it make you sad?
Dude, I just got a fucking gut punch when you did that.
Is that how it felt? Why would people be chained up here? What kind of things would they have to do for that to happen? Did they even deserve it? I rattle these chains not to upset you, but to give you a voice. We know people suffered here. It doesn't feel right that they didn't get to tell anybody about it.
It sounds like the millimeter's going off downstairs. Like someone's playing with the REM pod. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But it sounded like the REM pod going crazy. There's a high pitched noise. Well, we're gonna leave you be. We've got another spot to check out here in the building.
I'm sorry if I upset you with the chains. I absolutely meant no disrespect. I do hope you understand. Something is going off.
Let's go look.
Stand down at the stop at the bottom of the stairs. I bet you can hear it.
Hello?
You could hear it right up there.
Yeah. Hello?
It stopped. I went to the same exact stair that I heard it when I looked back at you, Danny. There's nothing.
I thought it was this thing going off.
Something was making a high-pitched tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what other devices. I mean, the room pod's upstairs, but we were near that. It sounded like room temperature or something going off, but it just got really quiet. Like absurdly quiet. Dude, that was it. Hello? Yeah, you can walk up to that device. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for making that device go off. Dude, that was it. That's what we were hearing upstairs. This is a millimeter. Can you walk up to that device that just went off and touch the little silver thing sticking out? You walked up to it. Is someone in room 315?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Do you want us to spend some more time in 315? Okay. Who do you want to spend in that room? Who do you want to go in there? If you touch the antenna, I'm gonna point to each of us. And when I point to that person, If you touch that antenna, we'll have them go in that room. It could be me. So I'm going to point to me. Do you want me to go in that room? Do you want Zach to go into that room? Do you want Marcus to go into that room? Okay. Dude. I mean, it didn't touch Rem, but it obviously wants him to go into that room.
And it stopped as soon as I got in the center.
As soon as you walked in that room, it stopped.
Dude, you want Vox?
I mean, if I got to fight, we got to fight?
You want Vox?
Oh, I thought you said box.
No.
Sure.
There you go.
All right, so I got the device here in front of me. You're more than welcome to come up and talk.
Marcus and 315.
Can you tell me why you wanted me to come in here with you? There's something going on underneath of me.
I mean, we were just walking, so.
I know it is underneath of me.
Why did you want Marcus in that room?
Can you tell me your name? Or if there's more than one of you, maybe just one of your names?
What is it about Marcus that made you want him to go into that room? Does he remind you of someone?
No, son.
No son?
Do I remind you of a son? Maybe you had a son?
Same thing.
What happened, twins?
But what the heck?
But would they?
One day.
Oh, one day.
One day. Did something bad?
Dirty back.
Dirt bag. That's what I heard.
Did someone hurt your son? I'm very sorry.
Ugh. What the fuck?
My camera is off. God.
Was she not recording for the past couple of minutes?
I never hit stop. It whispered as I heard it. Do you know who it was that hurt your son? Did Mr. Hummel have anything to do with that? You suffered a lot in here, didn't you? Dark. Is there something that any of us can do that can help you in any way? There are no more bad men to cast punishment. You are free to roam and walk around and join us. We are friends, if you will have us as friends. Thank you for talking with us. All right, I'm gonna leave now.
That's crazy. Like, literally didn't go out the entire
The
time.
entire time he was talking.
And then he's like, I'm gonna leave.
Is that you saying goodbye? Or are you saying you don't want me to go? I'm gonna give Danny his phone back. I gotta go.
I want to see what happens when he walks out of the room.
Thank you for talking.
It's still going.
It's still going.
Alright guys, now it's time for us to split up. I'm going to go up to the dungeon and you guys are going to go down to the morgue. So we're going to spend a little over a half hour apart. You guys run spirit box down there. I'm going to have the REM pod upstairs with me. So see you guys here in a little bit. Alright guys, I'll see you. Oh shit, it is dark up here, dog.
So me and Zach are headed to the...
We're going to the morgue, right?
We're going to the morgue. Going to the morgue.
Yeah, down one more and to the left.
Alright. No, yeah, I love this.
It's right here.
Oh man. Right, okay. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I'll set you down for a second.
I really wish I had another light on me, but it is what it is. Hello there, it's Danny. I came up here by myself. Marcus and Zach are going to the morgue, so I just wanted to come spend some time with you up here, see if you could interact with any of the devices that we have set up here for you. Earlier, I wanted to take your picture, and unfortunately, I was finishing up some film from a previous cartridge. So, if you would like, I would like to take your photo again, or try to take your photo again.
So again, my name is Marcus. His name is Zach. We don't mean any intrusion here. Simply just talk and chat, give you a voice. You know, you don't exactly get to go to your ice cream socials anymore. Give you a chance to be heard. Give you a chance to be heard. Thank you.
All right. So I've got my camera. I'm gonna take a photo. 3, 2, 1.
Can you tell us where we are, what building we're in, or perhaps what room we are standing in? We know this room was used for several different things. Is it hard for you to come through in this room? Can you tell me what's behind this door behind me? Or this one here? What did they used to put in there?
Hello there. How's it going? Sit down in this chair. quiet up here. If anyone is here with me, there's a red dot, red light in the middle of the floor. And if you walk up to it and touch it, it'll go off, it'll make some noises. Could you walk over to the red light that's on the floor?
It did not just say body. It did not just say body.
More than there was a single operating table.
Well, I asked what they used to put them there. She was saying earlier where they put the bodies. Were you allowed down here when you lived here? Did you work down here? Did you work down here?
So, I know that I have my my little Nanlite with me, but I think I'm gonna try sitting in the dark for a few. So I'm gonna set this. Give it a little lift. Alright, so I'm gonna go lights out. If you wanna show yourself in any way, you can walk up to any of the devices. That'd be really awesome of you. Could you walk up to the red light that's on the floor?
All right, I'm gonna have to shut this off here in a second. Thank you for trying to come through and talk with us. Some weird stuff, but nothing really.
Super intelligible.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we'll try a little bit of GhostTube.
Might as well.
Okay, I've got another device here. You can speak into that as well. Might be a little bit easier. This little light that I've sat down here on this table. You can walk up to it, touch it, talk into it. That's how we can hear you. I have a hard time hearing you just, face to face. But that makes it easy.
I'm going to turn on a device. Come talk to me. I have this device right here.
That was Danny's voice.
Yeah, it was. Sounded like he said,
Like, dude, let's just get honest.
this is guilt.
That was Danny's voice. That was Danny's voice. That like brought a tear in my eye, dude. That was... Is Danny in any danger upstairs right now? Are we in any danger where we are right now? I don't like how the white noise stopped.
Yeah.
No, I really appreciate you guys and gals. I don't know if anyone's been able to tell you that, but you know, you help a lot of people. You help a lot of people coming to terms with death and grief, and makes us feel a little bit more secure knowing that there's something after.
Yeah. That sounded like Danny too. I don't like that.
Is Danny's voice always followed by a really deep one?
Yeah. Remember that there's that dark voice that always fucks with him in the spirit box too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, dude, I'm getting that feeling. I don't like this. I would like to get out of here.
Okay.
I'm legitimately getting like a sick feeling in my stomach right now. I don't feel good.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm feeling nauseous. I don't feel good. Like, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
I know that this place wasn't the best. Probably didn't get treated the best. But I'm glad that we're able to come and talk to you, and many other people want to come here and talk to you, spend time with you, give you a story, tell your story, give you a voice. I feel like a lot of the action was like I don't know how to explain it. Like, we'd be in one area, and then, like, something would happen, and we'd have to go search a different area. Let's see. Yeah, it's about that time. I'll go ahead and start getting packed down.
There's 2 minutes left. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Are you saying thank you to us or them?
Saying bye to them.
Yeah, if we were headed up to you, we could talk about time. I don't like the morgue.
No?
He did not have a
Almost
good
got,
time.
dude, when I tell you I almost got sick.
Well, come up here.
Didn't tell if you were coming down or not. I don't know what, dude, I don't know what it was. I asked if we should leave. Didn't really get anything. Started hearing your voice over Ghost Tube
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was you followed by that really deep voice we always hear.
multiple times.
Wait, what do you mean? It was me.
Your
was
fucking
you.
voice was talking.
No fucking way, dude.
So I started asking it if you were in trouble. Nothing. I asked if I was in trouble or we were in trouble. Nothing. I asked if we should leave. I got nothing. I said, okay, well, we're going to go. And I got one of those confirming noises we were getting earlier, that murr.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, yeah, we're going to go ahead and go. And as soon as I started to stand up and like start shutting shit off and everything, I'd wave over my body, dude. I started feeling clammy, cold, sick. Started getting that choke up feeling in your throat right before you throw up.
No kidding.
Yeah, I didn't feel good.
Dude, I went lights out up there for like 15 minutes.
Did you just hear, was there a loud boom?
Dude, I didn't hear shit.
You didn't hear that loud bang?
Like a
No.
minute. Dude, it was like 2
we
minutes
were just
ago.
outside. It sounded like it came from right here.
What do you mean outside?
We so
needed fresh air, he was
I needed
freaking
fresh
sick.
air. I was freaking out. But
I didn't even know you guys left the damn
dude,
building.
we had the door open and
I could, dude, no, here's the thing.
that's what made us come back in because we both heard boom.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
It
no.
was like a
No way.
Yeah, it was exactly that. Like
Dude,
something fell.
No, you guys can watch the footage later. Literally,
you were rolling for that, weren't you?
Yeah.
look, so you guys can watch the footage later. I was like all the way back. Yeah, it had to have been like all the way back in like where you were sitting. And bro, literally like nothing. Like ran Ghost Tube Vox. There was like a couple things coming through. Ran regular old Ghost Tube. Not a damn word. Not a damn blip on the REM pod. No cat balls. No EMF. I was just sitting in the dark talking to myself. And you guys are having like shit going on down. Like, that's crazy. In my voice.
Dude, it was like
The only thing we got on was a regular Ghost Tube was Why Are You Here?
Okay.
Now we switched to Vox and we hear you.
The guys and I continue to talk about our experiences while being separated in the building. We decide to wrap up, and I'm thanking Tesman for sending us the Hound 200 EMF detector. I do a sign off saying be sure to subscribe and check out our merch. And after completing the sign off, Marcus walks down the hallway and something really strange happens. So, oh no! No, dude, no!
No.
Dude.
What's back, Marcus?
Dude, like, I'm still rolling on the Sony and the Canon. Like, dude, that was you, dog. Can I take your picture?
If Marcus stands next to you?
Yeah, if Marcus stands next to you, can I take your picture?
I'm down. Sorry, I didn't sound very enthusiastic. I would love to take a picture with you.
Here, dude. I just put that fresh roll in. Yeah! This is something that I have never in my life seen before. And I've taken hundreds of Polaroids. But what is that next to Marcus? I decided to take a picture of Marcus and Zach, and there's this weird green film and like a black misty cloud next to Marcus. And then they take a picture of me, and still this weird green mist over this Polaroid, and this black mist off to the left. So when we got back to the hotel room after seeing the developed photos, we decided to take some photos in the hotel room. And they're fine. This is out of the same cartridge. The photo of me is fine. I think it's safe to say that Fairfield County Infirmary is by far one of the most active locations that we've been to. So, did we experience Superintendent Hummel while we were in the downstairs?
Can you tell us who is in charge?
Hummel, dude, I swear that said Hummel.
That was it.
And did someone not want us anywhere near the women's jail cell? As well as a couple of devices with green lights. If you walk up to them, put enough of your energy. What the fuck was that, dude?
That was loud.
Bro,
That was big.
that sounded like something moved, like right above us.
That was big.
And what exactly made itself known to us outside of room 315? Because I really want to know, what the hell is this? We can't thank Fairfield County Infirmary enough for hosting us. We're more than excited to share this evidence with you, and we'll most certainly be back in the future. And I really hope that the spirits here don't forget us, because we will definitely not be forgetting them. So we'll just have to wait until next time.